Hi everyone! As you can see, I am back, and I got a fursuit. I actually have had a fursuit for a while, but I've been away from YouTube for a long time, so I'm glad I get to show it off now. I've had this for about a year now. Well, I am back, and I want to try to establish a new pattern for new videos, and today I want to tell you about a really fun little event that I went to a few weeks ago. Just a little side note, if you want to know what I've been up to all this time, and just overall updates on where I've been and stuff in my life, you can watch till the end of the video and I'll explain there. So, happy watching! I've been getting more involved with the furry fandom, clearly. And if you seriously didn't think I was a furry all this time, I think you lack powers of observation, my guy. Well, here where I live, there was a furry event that took place in an arcade. And it was an integration of cosplayers and furry, so it was really cool to see these two communities interacting with each other, and I made a lot of cosplayer friends too during the event. It was very fun. I had the time of my life, and the event was in a place called Trex Park, where there was like arcades and trampolines and giant ball pits and bouncy castles, all of which you could enter with your fursuit. No, I'm not kidding. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. No, 11 out of 10. It was awesome, honestly. I cannot describe the feeling of feeling like a kid again, like I did that day. Because imagine all these places when you walk into a mall and you see like a bouncy castle or like a general kids play area that are obviously only meant for kids and you can only enter that area as a kid. But now when you're an adult, when you're 23, you're not only allowed into these areas to play as if you were a kid, like the McDonald's play place, but you can also do it in fursuit. And imagine like 15 other furries in the ball pit around you playing with the balls, and yeah, kind of magical, not gonna lie. So, starting from the beginning, I woke up and took the city subway to meet up with my good friend Meki. His dad gave us a ride to the mall, which was very kind of him, and we got to the mall together. Then we went off to change to put on our fursuits and begin our adventure. The place is absolutely huge. On the entire first floor is just the arcade, with every game you can imagine, and the event staff even set off a giant Just Dance for everyone to participate in. I actually gave it a go myself. And they had bumper cars too. And the best part, you could do all of that also in your fursuit. I even made a little POV video of being assaulted by fursuiters in my bumper car. And also on the first floor, there was a giant, like, McDonald's-ish play place with a ball pit, and also a T-Rex-shaped bouncy castle in the middle. I've described again how it felt to feel like a kid during this event, but I certainly don't have the energy of a kid anymore. It's not fun being older, and it's not fun getting tired so fast. I should not be this bad physically at 23 years old. This thing limits my airflow by about 2 times. So if you already can't breathe when you're running with barely any clothes on, imagine with this. Oh, and in the middle of the play place, not kidding, one of the kids lost their phone. Yeah, their whole ass iPhone, they lost their phone. In the ball pit. And imagine if you're a child in a play place and there's about 10 costume characters looking to find your phone, it's sunk in the middle of the ball pit. I was one of these people. I was furries. I was cartoon characters helping to find this kid's phone. We did find the phone eventually. I almost scolded the kid for saying, how can you take something that valuable to a freaking ball pit of all places? But don't worry, I'd get a taste of my own medicine soon enough. Because later that same day, we went to another even bigger ball pit. It was absolutely magical, honestly. It was so fun. It looked like you were in a different world entirely. You were transported to a different reality full of balls everywhere you stepped on. I had a ton of fun attempting to bury and kill my fellow furries around me. But that's when I got the taste of my own medicine with that kid, because I decided to put my phone in my pocket. And guess what falls out of pockets sometimes? Yeah, my phone fell out of my pocket when I was in the middle of the ball pit. And in about a 5-minute panic, I did manage to find it. But what I didn't find were my glasses. No, I'm not kidding, I lost my glasses. For good. They haven't returned. They're gone for good. A friend decided to grab me by the feet and pull me around the ball pit. And then when he was finished and I clicked stop on the video, I realized everything was really blurry all of a sudden. Keep in mind, this was like a gigantic apartment floor size ball pit that we were searching for one single pair of glasses. I got really panicked, and I spent the rest of the day seeing blurry. I did not find them. I told the staff of the event what happened. They tried to help me search for it, and nothing. I gave them my contact to see if they cleaned the ball pit and found it later. They could return it to me. Nothing. It's been a few weeks now. They're gone. For good. Hooray! Luckily I have a backup pair of glasses, but these are my backups, obviously. The ones that I like the most, they're gone for good. So, I don't know, there's a cautionary tale for you kids. Don't take valuable items like your freaking glasses to a ball pit if you ever find yourself in this kind of situation for some reason. Well, aside from that, all the thematic areas inside the mall were super fun. Most of the attractions were on the first floor, but on the second floor, there was an area of only bouncy castles. Like, only inflatables and only bouncy castles. I know some particular furries out there would see this as their paradise, for better or for worse. And after that, we had the good old fursuit parade. I really love participating in these things because usually the children have a blast with interacting with the fursuiters. I've had so many kids who came up to high-five me or hug me and stuff like that, and the parents as well. Honestly, the people who like fursuiters the most are the parents. The most people I've had come up to me and ask for pictures were parents, or even older people, like retired people. They really love costume characters, even more than children in my experience. I met up with a few friends I already knew and made in past Furmeets, and I even made some new friends. And turns out, I think they're gonna be back in October for the Halloween edition, and I think it's gonna be absolutely awesome. I'm honestly like on my knees waiting for when they drop the date so I can buy my ticket again. Well, you made it to the end. So you probably realized that I've stopped posting around January last year. Like, nothing happened to me, I'm fine. It's just that I've had my life take a different course with different interests. I've mentioned that I've been getting more involved with the furry scene. Like, not just online, the physical furry scene. I've been going to a lot of Furmeets. Furmeets are meets where furries go and meet each other. Usually it takes place in public places like parks or malls. Here in the city where I live, usually it's in the city parks. So it's been really good for me mentally because I've been having new friends, interacting every couple weekends, and of course being in nature, touching grass for once. So like, going outside every weekend does wonders for your mental health, and you really should try it, as cliche as it is for me to say it. And it's also been good because I've been able to connect more with the friendships here in Brazil instead of just living chronically online. I've been to furry conventions. I've even participated in dance competitions in said furry conventions, including the main one in Brazil, Brazil Fur Fest, and it was absolutely a blast. I loved it. I've been really enjoying taking part in the furry scene here because it's just been really good for me mentally, and it's also been really fun. I've just found my own way to call myself a furry, I suppose. I think that's one of the best parts of the fandom. It's finding your own way in what you like and what you want to participate in the fandom. I've taken dancing as a hobby in general, like I told you about the dance comps, and also I want to do more TikTok content with that if I have time and resources, because do you know how much work it is to put this on and even to film when I don't have... These aren't good for fine motor skills. Turning on a camera and operating cables with this is not easy. If you notice on my TikTok, I have like one video because that one video took me about hours to make. And it's not because it's hard to dance, it's because it's hard to move any kind of cables with this. Well, as for my personal life, I've decided to go to college again. I'm gonna do a different major. I've moved away from animation as a major for several reasons, many of them personal. I feel like a change scene in the career department would be the best for me right now. I've also taken to doing more watercolor painting. I've done a lot of watercolor badges actually for furries as part of my commissions. I've really enjoyed painting. In fact, because I've gone to so many Furmeets meets, I've done a painting at basically every park that I've been on, and therefore every Furmeet I've been on. I sit there for about an hour and paint the landscape, and it's been something that I've really enjoyed doing so far. About my channel and videos, you might be wondering if now I'm gonna be switching to live-action fursuit videos, and the answer is no. And the reason is, I've already explained the reason. This is hard. Doing this, pressing buttons, is hard. And also I've worked way too hard on my 2D stills to put them to waste. Sometimes it's more relaxing to just sit in front of a microphone without any fursuit and record and just let my voice do the magic. So I'm thinking of more of a hybrid. Sometimes I'll have fursuit videos, sometimes I'll go to my regular 2D videos. But I don't want to be a furry YouTuber specifically. I want to be a YouTuber who talks about different things, mostly animated things, or things I like in general, who just happens to be a furry. This isn't gonna be a furry channel. It's not where I want my brand to go, specifically. I just happen to be a furry. And I enjoy having this to wear for more than just a couple meets every couple weekends. I want to use it more. So anyway, I hope you guys are willing to stick with me with this new chapter of my life. Thank you for watching, because this took a lot of effort. Do you see these lights? Yeah, they're manual. I put them there. I bought lights for this exact reason. I also have a green screen, which I haven't used yet because this was hard enough. I'm not a live-action filmmaker, but I'm learning some skills. As you can see, I'm trying different things with lighting to make sure that my videos look a little bit more interesting. So thank you for sticking around. I'll post more videos soon. Thank you for accompanying me on this I'm back journey, and thank you for watching. Until next time.